Welcome to the first video of this series about personal development. As you can see, beautiful view behind me. I hope that you like it. We will show you even more views as we go along. But firstly, I would like to talk to you about self-awareness because I feel like it all starts with your self-awareness. You see, a lot of people sleepwalk through life. They don't really understand where they are right now and they have no idea where they want to be in the future. And it's a big problem because if you don't know where you are and if you don't know where you want to be, then how can you possibly take conscious action? How can you possibly take control of your life if you don't even know where you are heading, right? If you don't have any plan of action and if you're not aware where you truly are right now, you're kind of like a yacht without a sail, right? The wind can be very strong, but it doesn't matter because you cannot even capitalize on it. So it's extremely important that you embrace self-awareness. And one of the best ways to do it is to ask yourself some tough questions, right? You gotta sit down, you gotta take some time and ask yourself, where are you right now, right? What are your values? What are your beliefs, right? What would you want to do with your life if, for example, money wasn't an issue? Would you be doing what you're doing now or would you be doing something else? What would you do if you had only 6 months to live? So these are all very important questions and a lot of people never really pause and reflect on those questions, but it's extremely important, right? And we live this hectic life. A lot of us are so busy every single day that we wake up in the morning, we kind of go on autopilot and we never stop to really think for ourselves. You know, we watch social media, we watch television, and we rarely take even just a few minutes to be in our own thoughts and to ponder about our lives. But if you want to take your life to the next level, if you want to upgrade, then you first have to know where you are. You have to create that strong foundation where you truly understand yourself and when you know exactly where you want to be. Okay, so what I recommend you to do is to really ponder those questions. I'm going to give you a PDF with all of those various questions that I want you to answer for yourself. And look, it may not take you 10 minutes, it may take you an hour, it may take you a day, it may take you even longer because a lot of those questions are hard. But I can guarantee you that if you take the time to ponder them, you will get way more clarity in your life. And another thing is that you want to definitely think about the future. You want to ask yourself, what is your vision? Where do you actually want to be in the future? And a lot of people don't even know where they want to be. Now, again, as I said before, if you don't know where you want to be, how can you possibly figure out the action steps that you have to take to get where you want to be? So for example, myself, back in the day, roughly 10 years ago, I was working for Goldman Sachs in London. For those of you who don't know, Goldman Sachs is an investment bank. And I knew very early that I didn't want to do it, right? Initially, the reason I worked for that company was because it was kind of like a pinnacle. I remember back at university, everybody said that if you work for Goldman Sachs, you've made it, you can make a lot of money, and it's one of those prestigious jobs. But as I was working in there, I realized that it wasn't making me happy. I didn't have any sense of purpose. I didn't feel like I was contributing to the world. When I looked at people who were 10 years ahead of me, I kind of asked myself, would I want to be that person? And the answer was a resounding no, never. I don't want to do it. So I realized that in order to be happy, in order to be fulfilled, I have to do something completely different with my life. So I performed this really cool exercise called My Perfect Day. So essentially, I tried to envision my ideal future life thinking about one day, okay? A day that would represent an average day in my life. And what was interesting was that my ideal future life was completely different to how I used to live when I was in Goldman Sachs, right? I was literally envisioning waking up by some beach, right? In some exotic location, having an online business, impacting a lot of people around the world, having a sense of purpose, right? Doing a lot of adventures. And I realized, wow, I'm actually living a completely different life. So getting clarity, becoming more self-aware, realizing what I want and what I don't want, who I want to be and who I don't want to be, gave me a ton of clarity to take the right actions, to make the right decisions in order to upgrade my life and to basically create the life that I've always wanted to live. So I really invite you to take self-awareness very seriously. This is the first video of the series because I feel like your self-awareness always serves as a very strong foundation for your personal development.